Early morning sunlight dispels the thin mist, awakening a new workday in the factory. The finest cuts of fresh beef, bearing the vibrant red hue of life, have just arrived. Each firm muscle fiber, intertwined with natural marbling, looks like a masterpiece of nature. The weight of the raw ingredients demands rhythmic coordination from these silent hands. Pure water washes away every trace of dust, restoring the pristine essence of the food. A razor-sharp cleaver glides through the air, beginning the highly focused refinement process. With just one decisive stroke, the silver skin and excess tendons are perfectly stripped away. Every bit of fat is trimmed, keeping only the quintessential lean meat for a flawless batch of beef jerky. No noise, no rush, only the patience and meticulousness of skilled artisans. The purified block of meat now bears a glossy, deep red color, ready for its transformation. The conveyor belt silently carries the meat away, as rhythmic and steady as the factory's own breath. Nimble hands guide the block of meat into the automatic slicing system. The machine's blade strikes down with absolute power and precision. Wafer-thin, uniform slices, accurate to the millimeter, emerge one after another. The longitudinal muscle fibers are revealed, proving the perfect cut that keeps the meat chewy but not mushy. Every slice is cherished, caught, and neatly arranged into holding trays. The first layer of meat is spread evenly, creating a solid foundation. The second layer is crisscrossed on top, ensuring every surface has room to breathe. A gentle sweep smooths out the folds, wrapping up a deep respect for the ingredients. The tray is full, vibrantly red, waiting for the soul of the dish, the spices. Stepping into the mixing room, the space is instantly filled with the rustic aroma of the homeland. Fresh lemongrass stalks, lush green and glistening, bursting with essential oils. Morning dew still lingers, a testament to their freshly harvested crispness. A decisive smash, and the scent of lemongrass erupts, awakening all the senses. The industrial grinder works at full capacity, churning the tough lemongrass into a fine, fibrous paste. Pure white, pungent garlic is added to ignite an explosion of flavor. Chili powder dances in the air, bringing the signature tingling heat of beef jerky. Golden, elegantly sweet palm sugar is carefully weighed and measured. A stream of premium fish sauce pours down, uniting all the essences into one. All ingredients converge in a giant cauldron, preparing for a symphony of taste. The rotating shaft steadily churns the raw spices into a thick, glossy sauce. Gentle heat brings the marinade to a simmer, releasing an irresistible, seductive aroma. The giant tumbler opens its mouth, ready to receive the fresh cuts of meat. Dozens of meat trays are poured in, carrying the expectation of an outstanding batch. A cascade of fiery red marinade crashes down, affectionately enveloping every fiber of the meat. The silky sauce seeps in, penetrating every microscopic crevice on the meat's surface. The tumbler's lid is sealed tight, beginning the cycle of mingling and absorption. Inside the dark space, the meat and sauce tumble endlessly, binding tightly together. Each slow rotation is like the ticking of time, driving the spices deep into the core. The countdown clock patiently ticks away, because perfection is never meant to be rushed. When the lid opens, an intoxicating aroma rushes out, enough to captivate anyone. The fresh meat has now donned a brilliant reddish-brown coat, plump with essence. Careful hands pick up each piece of meat, treating them as precious gifts. Just a gentle squeeze reveals the seeping sauce, proving the marination has reached absolute perfection. Convoys of trolleys fully loaded with marinated meat heavily make their way to the drying area. Before their eyes lie thousands of gleaming stainless steel mesh trays, waiting. Nimble hands begin their familiar rhythmic dance. Pick up a slice of meat, smooth it out, place it down. A mechanical yet deeply emotional process. Every little fold is flattened, allowing the heat to embrace every corner evenly. The spacing is precisely aligned, no more, no less, just enough for the airflow to circulate. Dozens of people perform the exact same motion, a silent and beautiful choreography of labor. In no time, the surface of the tray transforms into a stunning, deep red canvas. Two hands decisively lift the heavy tray. The meat tray slides smoothly into the drying rack slot, emitting a sharp but pleasant metallic sound. Layer upon layer of meat is stacked, orderly and methodical. From this angle, they look like towering monuments of flavor waiting to be awakened. A stray drop of sauce is quickly wiped away, maintaining the pristine condition of the factory. The first trolley is full, making way for dozens of others to follow. A bead of sweat falls in silence, the most precious spice hidden behind every delicious product. The wheel of work never stops. Patience fills these massive carts. A formidable fleet of trolleys marches toward the giant industrial furnaces. The heavy door of the drying chamber is pulled wide open. Sweltering heat radiates into the space, like the powerful breath of a drying fire. The trolleys gradually fade into the deep darkness of the thermal chamber. The door slams shut. The latch locks tight, completely isolating the world inside. A finger presses the start button, handing the final say over to modern drying technology. The temperature begins to climb, slowly wringing out the moisture while locking in the meat's sweetness. The deep hum of the engine echoes, the heartbeat of a sleepless production line. As night falls over the factory, the drying chambers still diligently nurture the batch of meat inside. Steam rises, the meat's surface begins to tighten, starting its miraculous metamorphosis. The alarm bell rings out, ending the long period of waiting. The morning light returns. The kiln door cracks open to welcome the results. Thin smoke carrying the rich aroma of dried beef rushes out, filling the senses with craving. The trolleys, radiating intense heat, are pulled out into the light. The once plump slices have now shrunk, firming up and donning a perfect amber red hue. The meat peels effortlessly from the mesh, the surface dry but hiding a chewy resilience within. Snapping the meat in half reveals rosy pink muscle fibers, not dry, brittle, or crumbly. Thousands of trays of dried meat are emptied into large baskets to cool naturally. Industrial fans roar to life, blowing a refreshing breeze through every crevice of the meat. The wind flutters the bits of chili and garlic clinging tightly to the glossy surface. The journey is not over yet. The meat needs to be tenderized to pamper the consumer's palate. Each stiff piece of dried beef is fed through two powerful steel rollers. The extreme pressure stretches the muscle fibers, creating beautiful microscopic cracks. The beef jerky emerges, becoming thinner, wider, and surprisingly softer. A gentle pull shows the fibers separating smoothly while remaining a cohesive whole. For the shredded jerky line, The shredding machine takes on the task of dividing that chewiness. Tireless raking blades tear the meat into hundreds of perfectly uniform strands. A handful of shredded beef is tossed into the air, fluffy and falling like autumn leaves. The finished products are brought to the quality control table, where there is zero tolerance for errors. Sharp eyes scan the batches, picking out any dark, burnt edges to protect perfection. Only the absolute best beef jerky remains. Distinct marbling, glistening with spices, and rich in flavor. Under the light, the crystallized sugar and meat juices sparkle like tiny diamonds. Placing the meat on a precision digital scale, everything must be accurate to the gram. The numbers stop at the perfect mark, a testament to the manufacturer's standard and integrity. A new rhythm begins, measuring, counting, and entering the final protective layer. Premium aluminum zip bags with a transparent front are opened wide. A stainless steel funnel guides every quintessential piece of beef neatly into the bag. The rustling sound of beef strands rubbing together is deeply satisfying and fulfilling. Skillful hands smooth and flatten the contents, ensuring every package is a visual masterpiece.
Just arrived. This metallic bag is for the spicy flavor. It is very...
The conveyor belt moves the products into the specialized vacuum chamber. The edge of the bag is placed perfectly straight, waiting for a tight embrace from the machine. The heat bar stamps down, melting the protective layer, sealing away any risks. The air is sucked completely dry. The bag deflates, hugging every piece of meat tightly to defy time. The product glides out of the machine, flat, rigid, and absolutely safe. The heat seal leaves a crisp line, affirming the high-quality packaging standard. Lines of beef jerky bags drift by, like a parade of deliciousness. The printer stamps down, etching the birth date of a batch made with all the heart and soul. Holding the bag of beef jerky up to the light, it is not just food, but a universe of effort. Neatly packing the small bags into sturdy cardboard cartons, the sharp screech of packing tape seals the complete pride of an entire factory. The inspection stamp is firmly pressed down, like a golden promise delivered to the consumer's hands. The massive finished goods warehouse with tens of thousands of boxes lined up and waiting for dispatch. Forklifts hoist the giant pallets, loading them onto transport trucks. A hasty wipe of sweat under the sunset perfectly captures the sheer exhaustion, yet sparkles with joy. The truck doors close, concluding a rigorous and dedicated production cycle. Rolling wheels carry the flavor from the factory, spreading it across every region of the country, to then sit proudly and vibrantly on brightly lit supermarket shelves. And the most wonderful moment is when this gift is chosen by your very own hands. Tearing open the zip bag, the aroma explodes. A tender, flavorful piece of beef jerky floods the mind.